Welcome back to Ridden Tip Zoo. We're going to be playing Planet Coaster. We're going to be doing a brand new park. Their Planet Coaster 2 park. Ain't much to say. New updates out, so that's nice. We're not going to be taking too much advantage of that stuff, though, in this park series. But as of now, I obviously can't tell the future. But in this park series, we are actually going to take advantage of the water parks. I do plan on doing some sort of water park thing over here. And then we'll still have all the dry park stuff all throughout here and over here. And then I do also maybe want to also have a connection over the river over here to give better access to the water park. Maybe. I don't know entirely yet. But for now, we have this one connection there. Or I could just do a little boat ride that goes throughout there. I believe we have one. Right? We have some sort of boat ride in here. That's a transport ride. Maybe. Water ride powered. Yeah, we have the boat ride with the trough, but I don't think we have. Oh, they never gave us. They didn't give us a boat ride that has no trough. At least a transport boat. That's a bit annoying, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. So, the first episode, entrance, that's going to be here, and then we're going to go into our carousel and Trail Swings. That's what it's called, yeah, or trail plane. And then from there, next episode probably, we'll be doing the antique cars. And this is intertwined with our Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster, which this will be then the episodes after this. And then this should be pretty much mostly done for this side of the park, actually. Then we'll move over to here, where we'll have three more coasters, and then log flume, and then I don't know what we're doing for the water park just yet. But yeah, here we could actually we could do what's it called? We could do the gondolas to go across Skyride. We don't have the little nice ones that like are realistic, but it's fine. I don't know. We'll figure that out at some point, but for now, we're going to get to work on the entrance, and I'll show you the front products. I'll see you in just a little bit. Alrighty, so we finished the entrance. It ain't a whole big area, but I definitely love how much we got done. We got a lot more done than I thought we would, but let's start off in the front here. We don't have a whole lot in the front here. This will probably be more something that we do in the Finishing Touches episode. I also want to have the main maintenance area for the park right around here. That's why this whole back area isn't really finished. That I'll do in the Finishing Touches episode when we do the main maintenance area. But we have two signs for the park, and the park will be called Dark Valley. I figured that because we're in the middle of a valley, and I don't know where the dark came from. It just kind of popped in my head. I like the sign. Just some art pieces, 3D shapes. Then we also have the little thing on the bottom, and then we got tons of supports in the back to help support it along here. And then on the smaller side, we also have some supports on there too. Over here, we have our tickets, also access in there, and then I put tons of different advertisement screens all throughout this front part of the park. All of them have an advert on them, and all of them are different for the most part, except for the Gelato Bros ones. But this one I believe is for Splash Report, this one's for what's it called? Just Moto, yeah. And then this one, which isn't playing for some reason, is for Chief Beef. There's one. And so I did the same thing that we did in the last series with turnstiles. Enter. Last series, it definitely did feel very cramped entrance. I wanted to try and avoid that, so I purposely made it to where this entrance was a lot bigger, at least for turnstiles. So this turnstile is quite a big area, and then we also have our exit here. We got outside restrooms for the park. Coming on into here, got our inside restrooms here with more adverts. And I purposely didn't put anything in here just because you want good guest flow in here. And then we have some more advertisements along this little wall here. Same over at the bathroom too. We have these. We have Gelato Bros, Pizza Pen, and then this one, which isn't playing for some reason, is Slush Hour. So pretty much all the brands have some sort of advertisement going on back here. And yeah, and then we have our planners. These were mostly just to break up this big plaza here and also bring in some more shade to the whole area. Also gave me a place to put some seating for our food units that are in here. Then coming over here we have guest relations. Because there is a bug in the game right now to where I can't actually, when I go into edit a building, I can't open scenery menu. So couldn't do the open stall. So I decided to do these windows. Allows me to fit a lot more into a smaller space and be a bit more realistic, which I definitely like how it turned out in the end. But coming over to Gelato Bros, this I kind of took inspiration from Sugar Shack at Great Adventure. Fairly minimalistic in grab and go unit, and ain't much to it. We just got a Gelato Bros sign, then we got stalls inside here. Then we also have access in here. And then we have more advertisement boards up top. This one is for Gulpy. This is just the Gulpy mascot kind of doing stuff. Hot Dog Squad. And Has Fantastic. And then coming over to Big Bites, which I do love these new videos they put in the game. There is the bug to where they stop working, but that ain't a big deal. Big Bites. This is Demon's Den from Tomatoland. I just copied that on over. I love how this one turned out. I also love the color scheme. It definitely feels very out of place, but I love that for this food unit in here. So I decided to keep it in here with the same color scheme, and I love how it turned out. And then this also just wraps around to our main area here, which, like I said, that'll be fleshed out in the main area when we do that. And then the two rides we actually did in this episode are the Grand Carousel and the Grand Swings. We'll start over with the Grand Swings since we're already over here. Just two big cowpen here. This actually gets tons of people. It's definitely started to spread out a bit better now, but initially this was overflowing with people. And I just got the Grand Swings just because it has the same color scheme as the Carousel and named the Carousel Grand Carousel. Figured go with Grand Swings. Fairly classic name for a carousel. We got tables all around here for our food units to help give good seating for them, and also just guests in general. And we also put in trash cans, lighting, and all that stuff around here. And because of this being off the ground, we don't need actually too tall fencing for this. And then same with the carousel, because of it being such a slow moving ride, we don't need big tall fencing for it either. That's something that I didn't notice with Stony Park's carousel. But the carousel, this may not seem like it's getting many people, but it has an insane amount of capacity. I think you can fit like 80 people per cycle on this. So, that's great. And, like I said, it doesn't bring in an insane amount of people. It's definitely a lot more than it seems, so the queue doesn't need to be too long. And then we also have more planners in here, lighting and stuff. This will be where the main gift shop for the park will be. Next episode, we'll be finishing up this whole area going out towards the other half of the park, across the river. So we'll do the S&S Scream and Swing, also the antique cars, and then maybe we'll do the bumper cars. I don't know entirely yet, and this like middle area here, or I might just leave it with this kind of just whole area, just fleshing this out, and then after that we'll move into the rest of these. Probably do this side with the train and everything, which I did put in a train, so it's right across to here. This will be where the maintenance area for the train will be over here. Second station's here. This is not permanent at all. This is just kind of some stuff that I put in to get guests into the park and people actually start using the train to make sure that all that stuff is working well. And it is. Definitely liked how the train turned out. This is exactly what I wanted, just to be a second way to get over the water since we only have the one, and help really alleviate this bottleneck, even though this is a massive path. Oh, and probably in real life the park would probably immediately start to invest in our path across somewhere over here, but in our realm for now we aren't going to do that. But yeah, so I'll probably will leave this stuff for an episode, and then next episode we'll get to work on this stuff, and then this will be this entire side of the park done. And then we'll move over here to the couple of coasters and the water park for all over here. But before I do leave y'all to go, which there won't be any POV, didn't do any real big ride, here's the lighting. Kind of speaks for itself. Definitely a well lit up area. where it is dark, I wanted it to be dark, and I definitely think that played very well with the whole entire rest of the area around here. But yeah, there isn't much shade in here though, which that's the one problem, but that isn't a big deal. It's just the main entrance, and typically it's pretty wide open. And also the office building for the park would actually be the second floor of here, so they would have maybe not all the offices, but at least some of them in here, and then they could probably figure out another place for the rest of the offices, either in the back lot or in another building in like a second floor, or just somewhere in it. But that'll be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you have, make sure to subscribe. Do see the next one. And the park is called Dark Valley. I know I said that earlier, but gotta talk about it again. And I do hope to see you next one. Bye!